I love you down for real, for real. And I be ignoring every time you try to speak up against me or about my kid. The last time you spoke up against me was like, yeah, show us something. Show him holding a bottle up or something. And then shortly after, your son gets stabbed the fuck up. It doesn't feel good, does it?
I'm pretty sure because you're a felon, you can't get things in your name, okay? All right, I know that you're a convicted felon. You probably can't get stuff in your name, but I help you, all right? I want you to get your own place with you and your baby. You chill out.
Now, T.I. Kemp lost it. She's also not holding back in any way this time. Clearly stating that she is an unfit mother, she called CPS on Chrisean Rock. Shade alone isn't enough. It is a complete thunderstorm. TIA has been keeping quiet for too long, but she's finally opening up. And Chrisean may be suffering the consequences at last. Additionally, Chrisean has been being rather weird lately. She went too far though when she insulted her own son who was stabbed. In order to get anti-TIA, people continue to be amazed that she had the audacity to talk about that. Online clout chasers are not TIA's style. She is well known, revered, and feared among the streets. The true thing is her. Additionally, this time, Chrisean made a mistake.
I don't know if that boy wanted you to sit down and be a stay-at-home mom for a minute and, so you could start progressing or what. But they say you making a good bag over there on Snapchat, or whatever it is. You should be able to chill out and just focus. Because we don't want you to go back to jail.
Although T.I. Kemp has been through the trenches and emerged as a total hood legend, Chrisean loves to claim that she is hood and out of control. Also, you should know that TIA isn't the kind to conceal her hands and toss rocks. With CPS, she pulled the receipts while standing on her tiptoes. Those are consequences, not drama. Chrisean needs to stop evading responsibility and get well quickly now that CPS is formally investigating the situation, as her music is no longer the main focus. She's the parent at fault. Now is the time to truly mature. Let's stop making excuses. End the mayhem. Apparently, the game has altered.
Chrisean, a hard head will make a soft ass. I was just waiting for Auntie Tia to come. And she came. Like she said what she said.
We're beginning to speculate as to when Chrisean will awaken at this point. The crazy behavior, the pity tears, and the tirades on social media that she used to display are all things that are no longer as powerful. People no longer fall for the same old charade. It's also rapidly catching up to her. She's still struggling despite all of the publicity, the celebrity, the interviews, and the viral videos. It has been years. At this point, she still lacks a place to call home, neither borrower nor rented. What a statement, Heron. And don't forget the recent moment she broke down in tears on the internet, telling everyone how Blueface had left her and their infant son, Junior, all but homeless.
Chrisean, is you cool? You need to learn how to insult better, because how the fuck you gonna ask Tia, oh, it don't feel right, huh? You mentioning and being concerned about my son hitting milestones and then your son gets stabbed. That don't feel right, huh? Well, she wouldn't fucking know. She didn't put her baby health in danger. Another person did. You put your baby health in danger. Like, what?
Many people were taken aback when she said that he ejected her as soon as he was released from jail. It caused many to argue online over whether Blueface actually got cold or whether there was more going on behind the scenes. For even though their relationship was chaotic and crazy, Blueface did officially claim Junior as his own. Therefore, if he truly recognized the kid as his own, why throw her out like yesterday's trash? Something doesn't seem right. Between them, things have always been chaotic. It felt different though, that move there. It was more than a simple split. It seemed like a complete shutdown. Now, Chrisean must confront the reality. Stability should have taken care of this already. Sympathy cannot fix it. Suddenly,
Deflection much. You make no sense, honey. And it's because you a manipulator. And not only you a manipulator, you're a manipulator the way Blueface manipulate your ass. You think that you can come with all the mind fuck games that he do to you to the masses, and people supposed to fall for that because your dumb ass fall for his. And another reason why you are now currently getting on everyone's nerves is because, for one, you ran out that sympathy juice that you was getting 2-3 years.
Right once Blueface dropped his own receipts, everything began to make much more sense. He responded by releasing a video that demonstrated the precise reason he ejected Chrisean from the house. To put it mildly, it wasn't good, really awful. The house appeared as though a tornado had struck it in the video. There is complete disorder in every room, with clothes all over the place, food scattered on the floor, and dishes piled like they violate the health code. Blueface was hardly speaking at all. He allowed the mess to do the talking. Persuasion also provided support, stating that Chrisean doesn't even clean up after herself. The internet was rocked by this. Nobody anticipated that the location would look that bad after only a few days.
My son walking, my son talking, my son eat. Just because I don't display that internet, I don't give a fuck about proving anything to y'all, bro.
And now for the crazy part. Chrisean was still bold enough to admit that others were responsible for the catastrophe. Such as what? She attempted to avoid responsibility by bringing others into it. People, however, aren't buying it this time. The pranks of Chrisean are typically dismissed. People simply respond, "Oh, that's just how she is." However, people are losing patience. It's no longer just a personal issue with that chaotic behavior. She's beginning to feel the effects on those around her, including her own son, Junior. She's being criticized by her fans, who say she has to act more like an adult and quit acting like a disobedient teenager. Because having a child in the picture makes what was cute at age 20 unsuitable.
On the live stream where you in the bathroom talking about something, my son can walk, my son can talk, my son can eat. Girl, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know if you're just delusional or you are just that, like, lying just comes to you that naturally. Your son can't hold his head up. That child is not fucking walking. I don't care what you say. Oh, I just don't show that just because I don't display it. You don't display it because it's not happening, girl. Like, I'm so sorry. You act like the rest of us don't have children and don't know what child development looks like. Girl, that baby can't hold his own fucking head up. There's no way.
Junior needs stability, not drama on social media or embarrassing photos that go viral. People are clearly noting the change when Chrisean suddenly breaks out in the role of supermom. With little Junior hooked to her hip like an ornament, she's been spotted everywhere since people began to question her parenting. She's there. Church, live streaming on Snapchat. The infant is shown. At the hair salon too. In agreement. Junior was right there, sitting on her hip as if she were trying to prove something as she was getting her edges laid. She seems to be expressing something. Look, I'm carrying my baby. A full-time mother, I am. The timing is being side-eyed by some, but no one is criticizing her for being there. Because you hardly ever saw that infant before the criticism unless she was discussing Blueface drama or sharing throwbacks. The focus now is on daily appearances.
Do what you gotta do.
No, you don't gotta call me later. I just don't want to argue. You can stay on the phone.
I guess you're busy, so I'm gonna call you.
I'm not busy. I'm not.
According to some, she's merely attempting to change the narrative and polish her reputation. Others speculate that she may have finally been prompted to act by the CPS warning. Chrisean is acting as though she's on a public atonement tour, and Junior is the main attraction. The truth is, though, that parenting isn't simply for the picture. Holding a baby while live streaming mayhem isn't going to last forever, so people are watching to see if this is a fad or a sign of growth.
Chrisean need to go sit down somewhere, and she need to get this baby some help. She need to get herself some help. She need to stop engaging with all this internet shit and beef and all this shit and keep back and forth with that boy lying and playing on y'all mind. Cause she ain't never played on mine. I don't pay her no attention. I already know she fucked up in the head.
This has now become a pattern for Chrisean. She'll get pulled on mine, change things up for a while, and then right back into the fray. But because it concerns her son, it's more serious this time. Individuals have been pointing out that Junior exhibits obvious symptoms of a developmental delay. And let's be honest, that is perfectly okay. The thing that is making people wonder is that Chrisean seems to be doing everything but what is actually important. She's been observed escorting him to salons, churches, gatherings, and streams. However, there has never been concrete evidence that she is contacting a physician or arranging for physical treatment for him. And that has people on the internet furious. Why not make his health care a top priority if you can showcase him on all 3 platforms? Still, some of her followers are clinging to the idea that she might be taking him to appointments while keeping it discreet. But let's not forget that she made it a very public event when she had Junior, which is why most people are calling Cap. She was constantly updating, having admirers watch, and having cameras running.
It's making me mad that this baby can't get down and walk. And I'm looking at him right here. It's clear that things are wrong with him. So why she ain't taking this baby, I don't get this. But we don't know what she's doing behind closed doors.
She made everyone's business about his early years. Suddenly, they respect my privacy now that they are posing genuine questions. Then, as if on cue, she reappears online with Junior. In defense of herself, she now claims that he is capable of walking and talking. But ironically, when she records him, he never does either. It's what's making folks sneer. Why does it all look so shady if there is nothing to hide? Her role as a mother is not being disparaged by others. When the growth of a child may be at stake, they simply want to see her behave like one. It goes beyond Chrisean's lack of action. Instead, what she's doing is what's making people angry. Instead of providing her son with the care and attention he requires, she's reportedly been embroiled in a never-ending argument with Blueface, which has taken up a lot of time and energy while her infant is disregarded and left in the background.
And I be ignoring every time you try to speak up against me or about my kid. The last time you spoke up against me was like, show us something. Show him holding a bottle up or something. And then shortly...
When things got that bad, Twitch even stepped in and took a startling action. It was officially forbidden for her to use the platform, and why? For hours, Mother left Junior in a car during one of her frenetic outbursts. And the best part is that Twitch staff members ended up saving him. It's not drama. The situation is a total emergency. From here, it becomes much messier. Every time he spoke to Blueface, he told her to go pick up Junior. He knew something was up. She wasn't even occupied, though, and Chrisean brushed it off, saying she would rather carry on the fight. It was that very moment that angered many. Now think about this. When a child's parents act less morally conscious than a social media platform like Twitch, it speaks volumes. Even being pulled for influence is no longer an issue for her. They are genuinely worried because, no matter how you read it, it is extremely hazardous to leave a baby in a car for hours while you debate online.
Right? Okay. Don't stop passing judgment. I love you down. You funny. But come on now, stop speaking on me. For real. Stop speaking on me. Go back to clapping those saggy ass asses. That saggy ass ass of yours.
Internet is currently very noisy, and there's a reason why. This goes beyond mere entertainment. There is a child's safety involved. Nobody in Chrisean's inner circle had the guts to tell her the truth, so T.I. Kemp finally took over at that time. And it's not that TIA is being sweet. She has first-hand experience of balancing a well-known rapper with raising a child. She does not speak out of hatred, but out of experience. Stop pretending everything is fine. Get your kid off the internet and give him the attention he needs. TIA told Chrisean quite bluntly, real parenting without any cameras, streams, or filters. To be honest, TI told the truth. Not by any means. She expressed exactly what everyone else has been shouting into thin air for months.
I think that what she said from an auntie's perspective, because what we have to remember is that it's a public situation. So when you make a situation public, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I thought that was an auntie giving a niece advice, and per usual.
Not only was she honest, but she wasn't critical either. She warned Chrisean that Junior is too young to be left alone and that she is currently his only possession, alone without fans, influencers, or helpers. Rather than acting like a grown woman and heeding her advice, Chrisean turned around and went back, swinging. She slung shade, saying that T.I. should be more worried about home, especially after her kid was stabbed. Like what? She went there, really. She tried to divert her attention from her own mess by pulling TIV through the muck instead of thinking.
There was nothing but hatred spewed as a response. That could have went many different ways, but to say that's why somebody's son got stabbed up because they was talking about your son is crazy.
People started shaking their heads because T.I. wasn't attacking and was trying to help. But Chrisean again turned a positive thing into a negative one. The public is tired of watching her sabotage every lifeline she's been given this time. Chrisean made a sincere effort to change the situation by saying that Tia had no right to discuss other people's situations if she wanted people to pray for her and her son in their time of need. Come on, but that logic is flawed.
You should be able to chill out and just focus. But we don't want you to go back to jail, all right? Okay? We don't want you to go back.
Even if someone is looking for help for their own problems, they can still offer valuable advice when they see someone else in a downward spiral. That is growth, not hypocrisy. In fact, Chrisean was out of pocket as soon as she clapped back. Tia didn't say anything disrespectful, it was honest. She wasn't the only one who noticed, though. Blueface's own mother, Clarissa, stepped in and told Chrisean to calm down. She wasn't malicious, rather she was worried. Clarissa expressed what many others were thinking. It wasn't an attack. It was a reminder.
Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody could tell me to stop talking about a motherfucking thing I see in the media, okay? I done forgot I was on TikTok.
Tia had planned to ignore it and continue, but after seeing Chrisean's constant attempts to drag it out, she realized that it was more than just a simple retort. The deflection was full-on, and Chrisean was putting a lot of effort into comparing two completely different situations, but it only made her look worse. Tia didn't do anything that would put her son's safety in danger, and while her circumstances were unfortunate, they weren't the result of her being careless or self-centered. On camera, Chrisean has been seen slipping, ignoring warning signs, and yelling at people who are trying to help her.
Fuck. If I see something on the blogs and I come across it and I see something and I want to say something, I'm gonna comment and I'm gonna fucking say something. I don't give a damn who don't fucking like.
Now, let's face it, Chrisean is feeling very sensitive about Junior. Indeed, we can understand why she might feel that way about T.I. Kemp's remarks. The truth is harsh, especially if you know deep down that you're not doing what you ought to. Chrisean, however, approached T.I. with that force as if she were prepared for battle rather than sitting with that fact. Let's face it, the bear was clearly trying to poke the bear with her attitude. Peace was not what she sought, let's face it. The wildest part comes next. Unlike in the past, the internet did not support Chrisean this time. There were no hashtags or procession of pity, and finally, people are realizing that they can no longer defend this. There are too many videos and too many reds. And T.I. did it, darling. Rumor has it that she went all out and called CPS to formally report Chrisean as an allegedly unfit mother. Flags. Fans are now urging her. Tact instead of standing by her. It's not about the drama for once, it's about Junior. People are tired of watching him fade into the background of a never-ending circus. People are now begging Chrisean Rock to take a vacation. Chrisean is starting to look like a walking case study of what not to do, if anything. After all the chaos, some people genuinely hoped that she would lose the limelight. But unfortunately, her name keeps rising for all the wrong reasons. She's now saying that little Junior was never important to Blueface, which, given what we've seen, requires a lot of courage. Even though he isn't perfect, it's crazy of him to act as if she's the only one who has ever tried, both during and after pregnancy. Not in a nasty way, but as a warning. Because at the end of the day, parenting isn't fun. It's not for straining money, sympathy, or clicks. Some people just aren't ready for that kind of responsibility. Unfortunately, Chrisean is making it very hard to argue for anything else. Her actions continue to create a narrative that is harder to defend. Chrisean Rock is perhaps the most controversial example of how broken the system is. She and her child have done some crazy things on television. The system appears to be watching her downward spiral and hoping it doesn't get out of control, but when a child is involved, how far is too far? The real question is now, was it appropriate for T.I. Kemp to come forward and expose it, or did she go too far by obtaining CPS? Is it because she is a woman that CPS has yet to step in, despite silence, public accountability, and wellness checks? Remember to hit the like button, subscribe for more in-depth discussions and breakdowns, and enable post alerts so you don't miss the release of our next video. We're following everything you do, and this conversation is just getting started. The next one will see you. Engaged? Was it excessive, or was it a form of protection? I need your thoughts in the comments section right now. Did T.I. go too far in your opinion, or was this long overdue?